Opportunity to help comes 1 week from tonight, 6 to 9, with the area coaches working for your tips. Our next guest will be working for your tips that night. He's also probably working on a game plan as we speak for Glen Estee. As LaSalle is 9-1, they take on Glen Estee at 7:30 on Friday night. LaSalle tri-champs in the GCL South this year with the win over Elder last week. For more on that, he's in his second year. He's the head coach at LaSalle. He is Nate Moore. Coach, how are you?
Hey, good, Lance. How are you doing?
I'm well. First things first, then we'll get to football. Are you ready to work for tips 1 week from tonight?
You know, I am. I was able to do this event last year, and it's a great event. You know, you get a chance to raise money for such a great organization, Ace Toy Box, that makes Christmas happen for young people that it wouldn't, if they weren't out there providing that for them. So it's a great event, lots of fun, and I hope to see a lot of people there.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your team, 9-1 so far. You guys finished in your first season 3-7. You lost your final 7 of last year. What turned it to this season, Coach? What was there a moment? Was there a decision? What got you from there to here?
Well, coming out of last year, we knew that we needed to build a closer team. And so it really started back December 2nd, when we started working on as a coaching staff. We kind of saw some weaknesses in our team and how we were going to get those corrected. And, first thing that we wanted to do was we had to make it as difficult as possible because we want the kids to stick around to have, kind of pay the price.
Yeah.
And so, between that and raising the level of accountability, if you're supposed to be somewhere, you're there. No questions asked about that. And so, between just the making it as hard as possible, making sure the kids were there, we kind of laid the groundwork back in December of building a team that knew each other and cared about each other and were willing to sacrifice for each other.
All coaches want guys in a locker room, players they can count on to help spread the message. How important has your senior class, those leaders, been in this?
Yeah, they've been incredibly important. We have a great senior class that have really bought into everything that we've asked them to do. Leaders in the weight room, leaders on the football field, leaders in the school and the community. And we have a couple guys that are getting a lot of interest. In Jordan Thompson's going to Northwestern, so we have that. But we've got really good, tough, hard-nosed football players in that class, and that's what you win games with. And so I'm really happy with them and the leadership they've shown.
We live in a society where nobody's patient. We want it now. We want it right now. We want it yesterday. Correct. When you come in and you're the new guy in the first year and you're 3-7, how tough was it to kind of block out maybe doubters, critics, naysayers at that time and stay true to what you believed in?
Well, when you're in the position that I'm in and, other coaches around the area, if you're listening to people like that, you're not going to last very long in the first place. You probably better find something else to do. So, you just don't pay attention with it. That's not why we do what we do. It's about being a positive influence in kids' lives and, helping to lead them in the right direction. And, as long as you stay true to who you are and your goals and ideals, you just keep your head to the grindstone and believe that good things happen to good people when they do things right.
Nate Moore checking in, second season at LaSalle. LaSalle hosts Glen Estee at 7:30 on Friday night as the number 1 seed in Division II, Region 6. You've got so many talented players, and I wish I could mention everybody, but time doesn't allow. But, man, you have a dynamic duo. For those who have not seen Larkin and Whiten, and against Elder, I'm going to round it up to like 450 yards rushing, like 7 touchdowns. Tell me about this duo, Coach.
Well, we have 2 very talented running backs. Jeremy is a junior, and he's the guy that we can do a lot with. We do split him out some, and then we also we keep him in the backfield a lot, so we can get him the ball in a lot of different ways. Whether that's throwing the ball downfield or screens, jet sweeps, put him in the backfield and handing the ball. So we get him the ball a lot of different ways, and he's actually. He's rushed for over 1,500 yards and broken the school record of yards in a season, career yards, scoring in a season, and then there's probably a couple others. And then we have Jarrell White, who's a sophomore, and he's a little bit bigger than Jeremy. And, we also put him in the back, and he also, plays the role of a lead blocker quite a bit. But, you know, when he's got his chances to touch the ball, he's done a lot with it, too. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards and I believe 18 touchdowns. And then, you know, sometimes we put them both in the backfield together, you know, without a quarterback. And then we've used them both, you know, as the quarterback. So yeah, they're both very talented guys, both multi-dimensional guys. And, you know, we're certainly lucky to have them. And, you know, I think they'd be the first ones to tell you that, you know, they wouldn't be able to do what they do without the guys up front.
Yeah.
And we have a very good offensive line that's led the way for them.
When I think GCL South, I think SEC West. I mean, you got to be playing in the best high school conference in the country, don't you?
I mean, I would say so. You know, it's certainly, you know, week in, week out, it's a battle, and you know, in our league and the schedules that we all end up playing out of league, it's, you know, you've got to bring your A game every night. But I think that makes us better. I mean, it makes you better as a coach. It makes you better as a player. You know, when you're going against the type of competition week in and week out.
Coach, great catching up with you. Congrats on 9-1. This is a wonderful event coming up a week from tonight. Again, Celebrity Coaches Classic, Northwest Exchange Club, six local high school football coaches from St. X, LaSalle, Colerain, Roger Bacon, Moeller, and Northwest competing for tips for a great cause. It's for the Nate's Toy Box, helping children in need. It is at Clovernook Country Club, open to the public 1 week from tonight at 6 o'clock. My parting advice would be to keep an eye on that Tom Bolden. He'll try to steal your tips, all right?
Will do.
Thanks, Coach. Take care.
All right.
Nate Moore, he's in his second season at LaSalle. They are 9. I kid about Tom Bolden. I remember last year's event and talking with the coaches involved. It's a great time for a great cause, and Seg's the MC of it. 6 to 9, Clovernook Country Club, open to the public 1 week from tonight. By the way, thanks to my guy Barrett Cohen, the man of all things LaSalle, general manager, voice, WLSN, you name it, he does it for LaSalle, and he helped me today as well. That's why he's the man. I very much appreciate it. All right, we're way late. 8